Season 52, War number 2, and today we've matched up against DD-13, which I've never seen this alliance before, but I swear it's the name of a Star Wars droid or something, but anyway, those are the bands, you saw them. And my team today is Photon, Kate Bishop, and Mr. Negative, and we're doing full Path 5 today, and I only have one mini, which is small for me, but still, it's going to be a pretty cool war. And again, starting on Path 5, I get to do all my fights in one boost cycle, so I'm boosting relatively hard for these Path fights. And I am going to start here against Photon on Node 5. I'm experienced with fighting Photon on Path 5 before, but usually it's on the next node, Node 14, instead of this node, Node 5, but this one is genuinely easier for Kate, so I'm not complaining there. I don't perform this fight perfectly, but it does go pretty well. I'm going to finish the fight at very high health, and then she's only going to go in pure light form at the very end, and she's going to be close to dead at that point. So anyway, just managing her miss and keeping my cold snap up as much as possible. And then I'm going to go for a special attack right here, and then we're just going to anti-bait her special for a bit. I can just use the evade to stun her and buy some time if I need to. And yeah, I do it right there, and then she's dead. So yeah, easier fight than on Node 14, but the reason she's not on Node 14 is because Enchantress is, and Enchantress is obviously menacing on this node. So I fought this Enchantress last war, but this one is going to go very differently. I came very close to dying last time, so now I'm going into this fight with a bit more knowledge of how to take her, and I also got very lucky with my spell RNG, because all I need to do is knock her down, and then all of her spells are gone. So I know I can do this fight very fine even with different spell RNG, but it definitely made it a lot easier that all I had to do was knock her down. So basically, we're really close to getting clarity up. I'm going to go for an evade right there, going to go for a heavy attack, and then I just need her to dash in. I go for my evade, and now she's going to die. The degen's doing 20k per tick, so yeah, that was very different than my first attempt. Yeah, I'll take it. 43 second node 43 Enchantress. That was pretty great. So next up, I'm fighting Quicksilver on node I genuinely don't remember. Is it it's 23, I believe? I'm not used to taking Section 2 Path 5, but these fights were relatively easy. Normally you see Destroyer on this path, Nova on this path. Neither of them are there today. We're fighting Quicksilver, which is just another pretty easy Kate fight. I'm gonna mess this one up, for sure. A little bit later than the line, but it was just a stupid mistake. I'll call it out when we get there, which I might not even need to. You're just going to see it pretty easily. But you can see, once the protection's down, we drop the cold snap with the Fury active. It does 5.5k per tick. There's my mistake. I completely turned my brain off on how to properly dex Quicksilver's special 2. So I just ate it and lost 40% health. It's fine. I'm not too worried because I know how much damage Kate is dealing, but at this point I'm just I'm gonna block the rest of his special attacks because I'm not in a good headspace after that, but it's fine. We're just gonna kill him with the protection up. We're still doing 2.7k per tick, which is quite insane, so there we go. Yeah, relatively easy fight. I just didn't execute it properly. And then what I just said in the last sentence is going to be the exact same way this fight goes. Relatively easy fight that I didn't execute properly. But this one in a bit of a different way. So, I'm going to make a bit of a technical error later in this fight. But anyway, one easy way, or I say easy, but it's kind of AI reliant. A way to get an intercept is if you do your negative evade on the opponent's dash attack, because if you catch their dash attack with your evade, then it counts as an intercept because of the counterattack afterward. So that's something I could use in this fight. I'll probably use it a little bit later. But anyway, I didn't push him, but I deactivated Uru form, and then I wanted to try to not get him to reactivate it immediately after. I want a little bit more time to try to get the pause, or the removal, ready again, because it was paused, obviously. And here's my mistake. I'm just going to drop the SP3, completely forgetting about protection. I should have obviously intercepted before I dropped the SP3, because this isn't going to do half the damage it would have done if I had the Fury active. If I had the Fury active, it might kill, it might not kill. It would be very close. He'd be minimum down below 20%, 15%, but it might have killed. I didn't max out my dark energy, so I'm not exactly sure how close it would have been, but either way. So yeah, now I just need to rebuild everything I had, and it just means I have to stay in the fight longer, which I think Absman is one of those defenders that's like, okay, he's not scary, but the longer the fight goes, the scarier he's gonna get, so ideally this fight ended very fast, and it didn't, so that's a little frustrating, but whatever, it's okay. And here, I'm gonna get the dash attack, and there you see it counted as an intercept, and then, yeah, this SP3 is gonna finish the job. So, it was safe, like the fight, I wasn't at big risk of dying. I played it well, I just had a bit of a technical error in forgetting about protection, so. Yeah, there's my path fights, and then we have one mini-boss, which is just gonna be, Negative versus Node 37, Ebony Maw. I've been doing Mr. Negative versus Ebony Maw for like years now, so the matchup I'm very experienced in, and then the nodes don't benefit Maw too much. This is the one where it's like, if you're buff immune, then he's gonna gain power gain and stuff. Negative is not buff immune, but he can remove buffs from himself when he dashes backward, and he's also immune to Nullify, Stagger, and Fate Seal, so Ebony Maw cannot degen me that way. And I also have degen resistance if I accidentally hit into his Falter or eat an SP2. My degen resistance scales based off of how many unique debuffs I have on the opponent, 40% per each, so I have some from Resonate, I have some from the Delirium, I have some from Slow, I have some from degen, and Petrify on the SP2. So plenty of different ways to counter Maw here. And to finish all that off, we also have the ability to just heal when degen from negative sig ability. I also made a technical error in this fight by forgetting to get Tactic up early, because you saw Maw did his big power gain thing. It's not too big a deal. If I ate an SP3, I would have for sure lived, but yeah, and then if I even miss Dex and SP2, like I'm healing from degens, so I'm just gonna drop the SP2 right there. We get another heal block active, and then 20 degens. We have willpower reversal to attack on a little bit extra. I just let him tick down, and yeah, the fight's very over. Yeah, Maw just isn't doing that much on that node. So anyway, that is my War 5. War 3 is gonna be, I just said War 5. 5-fight war, but it's actually War 2. War 3 is going to be a lot more entertaining, I think. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get some pretty interesting assignments for that one. And we did win the war by 3 kills, not 1, as you might think, because we won by 3 attack bonus. 2 of our deaths did not count, due to dying without attack bonus left anyway. So we are now 2-0. So good start to the season for us, and I'm hoping that next war we can continue that streak, and hopefully when the leaderboard goes live, we are in Masters. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.